Hey, what's up guys? SDG Filmmakers here, man. In today's challenge, we're going to be talking about how to film a music video. That's what I default to. What's up guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to make a YouTube video in 10 minutes. I'm talking about from the filming process all the way to upload.
I'm going to go over that time in terms of like 10 minutes to actually film it and then upload it, because I'm still going to have to drag this footage over into Luma Fusion.
So today what we're going to be talking about, essentially to take up that 10-minute whole span and everything, is how I expose for images or shooting video on the FiLMiC Pro app. So let's go ahead and flip this around real quick. So as we see here, man, everything is completely blown out on the screen. I had just finished shooting it in this way, and so it should be exposed anyways. It should be exposed pretty well for this, but let's see if we could expose it just for myself. Okay, so there you can see all I did was tap this circle, this small exposure circle here, and if you just tap it, it literally just locks it in place. It locks the exposure in place. So anytime you kind of span out into a scene that is obviously a higher key than what you were previously recording, obviously you need to go ahead and hit that red button again to make it white, and there we go, we have everything exposed. And there we go, we have everything exposed really nicely right here. Now the key for shooting kind of a higher quality type of video is to lock our exposure, because we don't want really any exposure changes unless it's like a vlog or something like that. So as you can see here, if I was vlogging, or if this was a vlogging video, I guess you could kind of consider it a vlogging video, but as you can see here, this is exposed for the clouds and for the sky and stuff in the background. But if I was to turn it around, it would automatically expose everything, to the inside of the vehicle here. But now if you're doing any type of like professional work, you most definitely want to lock the exposure, because you don't want really any exposure changes. And so the way to do that here is obviously we just go ahead and hit that white circle right there. And now this FiLMiC Pro app is now locked in this particular exposure right here. And like I said before, if you guys seen it earlier, if I was to put it inside the vehicle again, obviously everything in the vehicle is underexposed because I'm exposed for the outdoors. So if I was going to shoot this clip right here, let's say I was trying to get, a B-roll shot of this. Let's do like a tracking movement here. I would, obviously I'm already recording on the app, but if I wasn't recording, I would go ahead and lock the exposure just like that. And you can also lock focus too as well, which is what I do most of the time. So let's say I wanted to kind of focus on, or I really wanted to make sure that the background was in focus when I came out of the reveal shot. So we see here the foreground is blurry, obviously, because it's, we're focused in towards that background. And I would go ahead and start the recording time right here, and then I would do my tracking or my reveal shot up here. And obviously that's not, it doesn't look good at all, but you guys get the point. So if I wanted to kind of keep this in focus, I can focus on the steering wheel right here, lock the steering wheel in place, and now we could kind of do a tracking movement over the steering wheel just like that, just in case we wanted to get some B-roll shots or whatever. Now I'm going to go ahead and unlock everything. I'm going to talk about white balance. White balance, if you guys can see here what I just pulled up, you guys probably didn't notice it, but the white balance was actually changing throughout that shot as well, because anytime we shoot in the outside and we go to the inside, the Kelvin temperature is obviously not the same. So if we look at this auto white balance here where it says AWB, and you see it surrounded by the blue, and now it's red, and now it's yellow, and now it's back to blue. What you're going to want to do for this app particularly is you're going to want to put it on yellow or orange, whatever color you think that is. I think that's orange. But basically what it does is the white balance is now locked in place. And so whenever we hit the record button, I'm going to try to pull it up again, white balance auto lock on record. So that is what we're looking for, which means as soon as we hit the record button, the white balance is locked, and the Kelvin temperature reading that the camera is coming into the sensor is not going to change at all. It's going to stay locked. And so this is essentially what shooting in full manual means. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're going to shoot on a regular camera, we can now grab focus here, lock focus there. Let's go ahead and keep the exposure to the inside. So now we have our exposure locked. Our focus is also now locked as well. And obviously, like I said before, I'm already recording, but as soon as I hit record, what's going to happen is the Kelvin temperature shouldn't change at all. It should stay nice and consistent. You should see no changes in exposure, no changes in focus, and also no changes in white balance as well. Anyways, guys, really short video, man. That took me literally about 6 minutes to film just that little clip that you guys saw with me talking about the white balance and manual focus and all of that. And my intro, I would say, took about a minute or so, and this outro is probably gonna take me another minute, so that's about 8 minutes. And so I'm gonna go over that time in terms of like 10 minutes to actually film it and then upload it, because I'm still gonna have to drag this footage over into Luma Fusion on my iPhone and just clip off some of the stuff where I was, you know, went off on a tangent, or I didn't necessarily want that to be part of the video. So that's gonna take me about 5 minutes to do that on Luma Fusion. If you guys haven't checked out Luma Fusion, make sure you check that out, man. It's to me, it's the best way to edit on the go, to edit on an iPad, iPhone, Samsung mobile device, whatever you guys are currently using for the time being. Highly recommend it if you're trying to increase your upload rate on the YouTube platform. That's all for this video, man. If you got any value out of this video, man, don't forget to hit that like button. It tremendously helps out the channel. I truly do appreciate all the support. So if any of that interests you guys, man, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell notification. I drop videos every week. If you don't hit the bell, man, you're probably not going to know I released a video for the week. So just hit that, man, and I appreciate all the support, and I'll see y'all in one of my next videos. Peace.